Deborah arose. That I arose a mother in Israel. Brethren, where are the Deborahs of our time and our seasons? Deborah was able to do what she did because prayer is part of her life. On a daily basis, she builds up the might the Lord has enabled her to access by the virtue of her knowing the Lord through the power of prayer. My fellow mighty women, considering the current state of our nation, there is need for mighty women like Deborah to emerge. This will only be possible if we build our spiritual stamina through intensive prayer life. I don't need to talk much about this prayer of a thing. I know that if you are asked to talk about how you feel when your prayer life is what it is supposed to be, I know you have a testimony like this, which I usually have. When my prayer life is where it is supposed to be, where I am, what I'm saying, what I normally say, bring that mad woman, bring that deaf and dumb person, bring that sick person, even the dead, bring him. I know that he will wake up because I am standing where I am supposed to stand, so long as my prayer life is concerned. Women, we cannot become mighty by talking, but by prayer. Hannah broke the yoke of barrenness in her life through intensive prayer. Hannah initially was crying. She was lamenting, refusing to eat because of the torment of her co-wife, Peninnah. But along the line, she now said, I have discovered something. She discovered the spiritual principle, and she forgot everything about the abusive word that comes from Peninnah. She now went to the altar of the Lord and prayed. Amen. She went to the altar of God and what? Prayed. And when she was praying, she made a statement. Father, if you will give me a male child, I will give him to you all the days of his life. This was when Hannah connected to the generation of the mighty. If you will give me a male child. On her knees, she got connected to the generation of the mighty. She built her spiritual stamina through prayer. By so doing, she rolled away a personal reproach, met her need of having children, put her husband's name in the Bible, gave God a prophet, provided her nation Israel a needed godly leader / priest, and left an everlasting example for people of God's kingdom, particularly you and me that is hearing my voice this evening. Hannah built her spiritual stamina at the altar of what? Prayer. Before she knew what the power of prayer can do, she was only crying, lamenting. When will this end? Refusing to eat. Even telling the husband, I know she must have done what Rebecca did, though it was not mentioned in the section where everything about Hannah was written. She must have told the husband, won't you give me a child? Won't you give me a son? But when she remembered that we have a God that answers prayer, we have a God that is ready to answer prayer. We have a God that through the power of prayer can raise the mighty. She did that. And then her story